What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Teddy Santis New Balance 990 V3 in this green and yellow colorway. Today's video is sponsored by Heffelux. When it comes to sneakers, comfort is king. So when you buy a pair of shoes and find out they're uncomfortable, one of the easiest ways to fix that is to swap out the insoles. So that's where Heffelux comes into play. If you check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box, you'll see they sell a variety of eTPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you guys are curious to try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout and take 15% off your entire purchase, and be sure to tell them I sent you. So this right here is the upcoming release from Teddy Santis' New Balance Made in USA line. Teddy Santis, better known as the founder of Aimé Leon Dore, is also the creative director for New Balance's Made in USA line, and this green and yellow pair is releasing alongside a 990 V1 as well. So I believe the release date is March 30th, and they're set for a standard retail price of $200 US or $280 here in Canada. The style code for this shoe is M990GG3, and the official colorway for this shoe is Kelly Green and Varsity Gold. So when I saw that lineup photo of Teddy Santis' Season 2 Made in USA line, this green and yellow 990 V3 was easily one of the standouts. And I'm so glad they're finally releasing because this is going to be an excellent summer shoe. So diving into the details of this pair, on the toe box we have a green colored mesh, and right below this at the tip of the toe box, we have this thin layer of reflective 3M in black. Overlaid on the toe box we have this dark green colored suede, which feels very buttery and soft to the touch, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have another overlay of suede, but this green matches the tone of the toe box, and it's much more of a hairier and long-haired sort of suede compared to that darker green suede that we just looked at. So moving downwards, we have more of that dark green suede which covers the mid panel of the shoe, and the top two eyelets are constructed out of a dark green TPU. Stitched on top of the mid panel, we have the New Balance N logo, which is also done in that reflective 3M finish, but it's colored in gold in the center with an outline of green on the edges. Moving downwards, you can see we have more of these green suede overlays, and we have green mesh underneath, which is the same mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box. And then wrapping around the bottom of the heel, we have more of that shaggy, long-haired suede in green, and we have 990 pressed on in silver on the lateral side of the heel. And right above this, we have this black colored nubuck, which is perforated, and we have a rounded New Balance branding done in a mix of orange and white. And the top of the heel is covered in this dark gray reflective 3M featuring perforations on either side and Made in USA branding in the center. Wrapping around the bottom of the heel, we have a silver TPU heel clip with New Balance branding, and this helps to give you additional structure and support for the back end of the shoe. And as we turn our attention back to the front, so in terms of laces, these come with two different lace options. The standard default lace is a flat style lace done in this slightly off-white color, but if you're not a fan of this and you want to give this shoe a bit more color, they also give you these flat style cream laces as well. Underneath this, so the tongue is constructed out of a white colored mesh, but the very top of the tongue is covered in this black colored nylon, and the waffle print on the tongue was there, but it was a little bit faint. And fused across, we have New Balance USA branding done in a mix of orange and silver. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe is lined in this white colored mesh. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with their standard foam padded insole. It's lined in this green colored textile on top, and we have New Balance branding stamped on the heel. So the upper of the 990 V3 sits atop this absorbed foam midsole, which is painted primarily in this cream color. They also incorporate end cap technology, which is a dual density foam setup consisting of a softer EVA core surrounded by a stiffer polyurethane rim, and this helps to give you a good balance of softness and support. And this end cap wedge is painted in that same cream color and is visible on the heel. Finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, so this outsole is crafted out of a mix of black and green colored rubber. We have this diamond shaped traction pattern on the forefoot, along with these three horizontal slits to give you added flexibility, and underneath the rubber we have this carbon fiber shank plate, which helps with torsional rigidity and mid-foot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these 990 V3s. And for those wondering about the sizing, so to me these fit like most of my other New Balance 990 V3s, so I personally prefer to go a half size down. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I wear a 9.5 in the 990 V3, which is the size that I got for this specific pair. It gives me a nice snug one-to-one fit, but if you have a really wide foot or you just like more of a roomy toe box, some people I know go true to size as well. To give you guys a point of comparison, so I go with the 9.5 in the 990 V3, as well as the V4, V5, and V6, as well as a lot of other made in USA models like the 992 and the 993. and in comparison, I stick true to size or a size 10 in other New Balance silhouettes like the 990 V2 and the 997 because I find that those two specific models have a bit more of a narrow toe box. And other models I stick true to size in are the 2002R, 1906R, and a lot of the made in UK models like the 991, 1500, and 1530. All of those I usually go with a size 10. Moving on to the comfort, so the 990 V3, in my opinion at least, is one of the most comfortable shoes on the market. What I love most about this sneaker is that it gives you a very good balance of softness and cushioning while still giving you a lot of support. So right out of the box, you can feel some of that foam underfoot, has this decent amount of compression to it, but you never feel that it's unstable, and you always feel that you're locked in very securely. So the 990 V3 model is a shoe I highly recommend if you're going on vacation, for example, or if you just know you're going to be walking a lot during a day. This is a very solid option. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so in typical made in USA New Balance form, the quality of the materials on this pair I thought were excellent. The suedes, like I mentioned before, had this very nice, soft, buttery feel to it, and all the leathers on the shoe really feel like genuine leather. There's no hard synthetic coating on it, so if you guys have owned a made in USA New Balance shoe before, you probably know what I'm talking about. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, this shoe was pretty good. It wasn't perfect. There were some blemishes of the paint on the midsole, but the panels were cut consistently and stitched on consistently. The stitch job itself was very solid as well, so there were no real deal breakers when it came to quality control. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, this is one of the best colorways I've seen from Teddy Santis and New Balance's Made in USA line for season 2. I love the two shades of green used on this shoe, and that hit of yellow just really pops. And there's just something about this color combination that really reminds me of late spring and summer. It has this very fresh and outdoors vibe to it. So I'm personally very excited to add this to my collection. To me, there's been a lot more misses for season 2 than season 1, but this one was a definite hit. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this green and yellow New Balance 990 V3. What are your overall thoughts on this colorway? And for anyone watching, do you plan on picking these up when these drop? Is this a pass, or are you going to be waiting for these to potentially go on sale? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.